have moved from twice a week service to once a week service, but I want to let y'all know in the bid process, we ask for bids on both once a week and twice a week. The three companies that responded, none of them offered twice a week service. We didn't have to make that decision. It was made for us. We have only been offered once a week service, so that's what we've got. The new base rate, everybody wants to know that, is $35. It was $38.50. It's now $38. And you're going to say, well, if we went from twice a week to once a week, why didn't you cut it in half? Well, it doesn't work that way. The cost involved in the new system and the newer trucks and other things, and the fact that we have now added recycling, which is a significant additional cost. We were able to reduce your rate from $38.50 to $35. Now, there's leaf and limb is still out there. It's a separate subject. You're billed $10 a month. Everybody in town gets billed $10 a month for leaf and limb. That program is still in place. So in effect, your utility bill, if you didn't look at the details, you're seeing you were seeing a charge for $48.50. That will be reduced to $45. The base rate is $35 a month for the trash pickup and the recycling. The leaf and limb will still be on there at $10 a month. So your bill's going from a gross amount of $48.50 down to $45. There are no changes to leaf and limb for those of you who are asking that question. Leaf and limb has always been offered as a part of the trash service that we've had in the past, but it requires some specific bundling. There's some maximum size limits on your limbs, and it's got to be bundled and so on and so forth. That's always been offered. But we've had the benefit here in our town of having a leaf and limb service provided by the city. We have not changed that. You still go through your normal process for leaf and limb. So no changes there. As far as the recycling goes, the recycling center is staying open. It is not being closed. There's no changes to that. So you're getting a new once a week instead of twice a week trash pickup. Your leaf and limb service stays the same. The recycling center is still open. At this time, we have even waived the fee for local people to use the recycling center. Now that lasts until the end of March, and that fee could be coming back, but you've had a free grace period here for several months when we waived that fee. So I hope that covered most of it. It's okay. The recycling comes every other week. Your trash pickup day is Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, they're going to pick up your recycling bin. In terms of the size of the trash bins that you were delivered, a lot of people say, well, this is a smaller can. No, it's a different shape. It's a 96-gallon capacity can. It's the same can. It's a different shape. It's more slender. So it's the same amount of trash. It's just a different shape. So you don't have to worry about that. So if there are any questions specific to any of the stuff that we've gone over, please feel free to come up to the mic. And if you don't mind telling us who you are and where you live, and if you do mind, you don't have to tell us because this is not a formal meeting. Yes, ma'am.
Now, Judy Evaneski, I live here in town.
Hey, Judy.
The rate for the 45 or the 35, is that going to go, will we see it on our March bill or our April bill?
That would be a question for the city manager.
Well, currently we bill a month behind, so you would not see it until the April bill.
It'll be in the April bill. Okay. And then my other question, as far as the recycling center, come March, will we have the option to maybe, still be able to use it and, pay the fee?
Yes, ma'am. And Jimmy's the expert on that, so I'll let.
Yeah, as at the end of March, the in-town people that have cards have been able to use, before the end of March, have been able to use the recycling center for free. The nonprofits will still be able to for the free part. But people that live in town, the fee will come back at $50. Yeah, just like it was before, if you want to use that. It is an added service at the pleasure of the people. We are keeping it open at $100 for the people that are out of town. And there are other changes that are coming that are internal to the recycle center that we hope will help with doing things at the schools and other things.
One other question for waste management, I imagine they're going to start picking up their trash cans or whatever, will they pick up the cans if there's trash in it? I'm just
I'm
asking.
going to defer to the city manager on that one. If you missed a pickup, I'm pretty sure if there's trash in the can, they're going to take it. But
People that forgot to put.
I can ask the TDS reps what they would do if they had lost a contract.
Not sure because it's been a long time since we did, but no, our understanding from Waste Management is that they were going to they're going to provide their last day of service,
It
which
was today.
should have already
Was
happened,
today,
right?
yeah.
And that their collection trucks would be following closely behind to pick up the empty carts. Typically what we've seen in the past when we've taken over for another company is that if there is waste in the container, they still get it. It's their responsibility to get that out of there, so.
And I talked to Matt, who is the rep for Waste Management, and they will be starting picking up carts on Monday. You don't have to wheel them to the back. According to what the email said, they will pick them up in the alley or at the curb. Just leave them out so that they can get to them.
Put them in your normal place.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, Judy, that was too easy. I apologize. The mayor just walked in and that's Mayor Sharon Forster, and we forgot to introduce ourselves. We kind of think y'all know us, but I'm Mitchell Jameson on City Council, and Jimmy Jenkins, our Mayor Pro Tem, is also here. All right, next. Yes, ma'am, if you could come up to the microphone.
Yeah. Made notes, I'm gonna get a couple questions. Push the button when I talk.
Please,
It's green, you're good.
tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Robin Coram, and I'm here with questions for a few other people. The recycling, is it glass?
It is. It's glass containers, that'd be bottles, jars. It's plastics containers 1 through 7. So anything from a milk jug to a laundry detergent or, soda or, water bottle. It's anything we say that you can tear. So fibers, paper, box board, like a shoe box, cardboard, all of those things. Then tin, aluminum and steel cans.
Dirty pizza boxes?
Not dirty pizza boxes, mostly because the grease, if I kind of look at my pizza boxes and if they're stained with grease, I put those, at my house, we've got organics and that can be processed, that can be recycled as organics, right? But if the grease on the cardboard actually ruins the fiber. So what a lot of people will do, if they're really diligent about the recycle, is tear the lid off and put that in recycle and put the stained piece in the trash.
And
Where
I-
can they get the do's and don'ts? There's a,
Yeah, it's part of the,
it's in the, a lot of people haven't been, you can scan the QR code, which is on your new cans. There's a welcome packet. If you don't have a copy of it, call us up at the city and we'll get you one.
Okay, and let me say one thing about the dirty part of the pizza box. Shred that up, and if you compost, just put it in the ground. It's great. It'll go right in there. Feeds the plants, does all that. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, if you compost.
Well, some of us have like renters too, that they need to know what's going on. And, but we haven't had glass here before, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fluorescent,
Those of you in the back, there are seats in front if you want to come in.
fluorescent bulbs?
I'm sorry. No, no bulbs.
Okay.
No.
We have, there's a place here, is there in City Hall where we take bulbs, or is there another place? There's some place in town that takes bulbs. We don't? I thought there was some place in town. I know Lowe's and them do.
Or batteries even.
No batteries.
Yeah. those-
A lot of things are recyclable,
Mhm.
but it comes down to so there's a big machine, 100,000 square foot machine called a MRF, Material Recovery Facility, that sorts all of the various commodities from one another. And it's just what can be sorted and what can't at the end. of the
Jay,
day.
it's our recycling go.
Well, it goes to our MRF, which is located in Creedmoor, which is just on the southeast corner of Travis County, if you know where that is. It's our facility sorts all the materials, bales them into the various commodities, and sells them back into the market to be processed and recycled.
They have a wonderful tour if you would like to go see their facility.
Yes.
Love to, because I used to do volunteer for recycling in another state.
We need to make that happen where we make it like a community event. That'd be really good.
Awesome. If y'all are interested in that, we'll try and organize a community
Yeah.
event where people can go visit.
Garbage stays in Texas. It doesn't go somewhere.
It goes to our facility in Creedmoor as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
In addition to your question regarding plastic, one of the things that you can help remember or that will help you remember whether or not it goes in the trash or the recycling container. If you can smash it, then trash it. So if it's very thin and you can smash it in your hand, then it goes in the trash.
I only have two more and I'll get out of here. I have someone that wants to know if there's a chance to get smaller cans for less, because as it is now, the garbage pickup fellows have been nice enough to go and get the big giant can that's bigger than she is and bring it out.
Well, I will say that anyone that needs home sides, that we would call that home side service, where we go and get the can where it is, tip it, and then put it back rather than it being at the edge of the curb or at the alley. We're kind of relying on folks, the city, to let us know who needs that service, but we're glad to provide that.
Okay.
Yeah, and as far as other size carts, it's not part of the agreement that we have worked out. We do have some communities that we offer a 65-gallon cart rather than a 96-gallon cart. But there's not typically a price difference. It's just
This truck has the same
Easy.
size arm, so that's
Yeah.
what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one, says, for the restaurants and food places that are downtown that already are putting out a lot of food and smelly stuff,
Mm.
what about only the 1 week pickup concerning smell, rot, and rodents?
It's a good question, and what we've run into with a lot of businesses is that they have multiple carts that are going twice a week, and now we're gonna be delivering potentially additional carts. Once you get past 3 carts, it's more, if there is a place where you can put a dumpster instead of a cart, then that's gonna be the lower cost way to handle it. And with the dumpster, you've got anywhere from 1 to 4 days per week service available, whereas the cart service is only going to be available 1 day per week.
So the restaurant or somebody could get
Mhm.
a bin or a big dumpster and then
Yes.
it would get picked up more. But this is a question also for the city, because you know, all of our restaurants and places have people living there too.
Mm.
It's very combined downtown with apartments and things, and they're concerned about it, mostly rodents, of course.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who else?
Hey,
Who's next?
real quick question, regarding hazardous waste pickup. Do you have any program? I know people have asked this, and this is an opportunity maybe to speak to it. Do you do anything with hazardous waste?
It's actually part of our agreement with the city that we're going to have a call-in monthly household hazardous waste program. We utilize a third party that it's a different set of permitting, different type of trucks and all those things, but we partner with a company that does that. So we're setting up a program where people will be able to call in, and once a month they'll make a route through the town for those folks that have stuff to pick it up at the curb.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I don't think it's on.
Sorry. My name's Kenneth Baker. I live on Marburger Street. Already got both cans, which was great. I was like, great. And then I was coming down here and I have another can got delivered in my front yard. We always in the alley on Marburger. So do we just call the city and say, hey, I have an extra can here?
If you could, please let us know.
I mean, I
Yeah,
understand because
we're
most
gonna have some-
neighbors haven't moved theirs in and I thought, oh, they need to put one there.
I'm happy that you got
That's kind of a
extra, not too
question,
few.
but
No, not at
I
all.
don't have too many cans out there. But, and you did say the tree limbs and the leaves,
No change.
no check, thank God. I've been lazy
No change. Isn't that great? Yeah,
picking up all my leaves and I went, damn, I missed it, but
yeah.
that's good.
Now that's, I mean, we tried to address the
Then they suck up the leaves. I went, okay, that's great.
most frequently asked questions. We tried to answer in advance, and
Yeah, and it's been really clear and
I
that,
expected people to start leaving after I did that open commentary.
okay, thank you.
I will tell this, that soon I hope that the city will be able to break out it into different things so that the leaf and limb is here. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. So we're gonna try to make it where we break out the cost, so everybody sees the cost. It's not just one thing. We want to make it so that you guys see what you're getting and what you're paying for.
Thank you, Mr. Baker. Here he comes.
Bill Rodwick, 807 Mills. Commercial dumpster, 6 cubic yards. emptied once a week.
Bill, can you lean down to the microphone? You're too tall.
Commercial dumpster, 6 cubic yards, emptied once a week or twice a week like previously.
It's however many you need it, up to 4 times per week
Okay.
on a 6 cubic yard dumpster.
Let them know.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Who's next? Anybody in the hallway need to come in and ask a question? Here comes Miss Kelly Holt.
Sorry for that outburst. Um,
All right, ladies, can we keep one meeting in here, please? One person talking.
Corky didn't get his trash can, so give him yours. Maybe that'll help. Kelly Holt, where do I live? Garwood Street. Okay. No bulbs, no batteries, right?
That's correct.
Okay,
In the recycle.
thank you. I'm not the brightest bulb in the drawer. You said no change to leaf and limb,
Correct.
yet you said we do have to bundle them.
No, for the TDS, we've always had this service provided in the prior contract and in this contract. There are specific ways that you have to put the leaf and limb in terms of the size and how it's bundled. That's always been available to you. Most people have relied, because this service has been provided by the city, that we do an incremental leaf and limb on top, so nobody wants to do it. We are not changing the current leaf and limb program at this time.
No bundling.
Yeah, we would love to see you do that and take advantage because we're paying for it, but okay, I understand.
Get it to the alley, by the way. So hazardous waste gets picked up at the alley.
That the contractor that we utilize picks it up at the curb. That will be handled a little bit differently than the trash. And it will be an on-call basis. So you'd call in and they will have a day once per month where they make a route for everyone that's called in and pick up that material at the curb.
Will they tell us when that day is when?
When you call, yes, correct.
It's on demand. You get 12 uses per year, correct?
Right.
Yeah, if you want to use 12 days in a row, you get 12.
Well,
because
I will take that back. It's one per month. So the way it will work,
That's an adjustment then.
yeah. So
That's
For the hazardous,
but
that's
not
right.
for the other bulk.
bulky is whenever you need
These are
it.
two different things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can I ask one question?
no, because you take too many words to say stuff.
Well, that's,
Question.
okay, the deal is I'm asking him if for people that can't get their hazardous waste out to the curb, could we have them get it?
Inside on that. That's a
So-
good question.
Yeah, I would really like to know.
I'll
that.
find that out for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Once a month, no matter how many times we call, and we'll know which day.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I confused those two issues, so I want to go back and be responsible for clear communication. So if you will separate the two issues and
Yes.
explain that one more
Okay,
time.
so on bulky pickup, and that could be anything from bundled brush to extra bags of trash or a piece of furniture that you need to get rid of. That's also a call-in service that you have 12 times per year.
But not monthly.
It's 12 times per year whenever you need it, right? So if you needed it 12 weeks in a row, we'd give it to you 12 weeks in a row.
It's only
The
not-
household hazardous waste is a once per month service that's on a call-in basis.
Bulk pickup, you get 12 a year.
Yes.
Hazardous waste is once a
12
month.
times.
12 times. You want to come 12 weeks in a row and use up your 12, that's fine.
Oh, that was reverse. Right.
Bulk is
Because 12 times hazard is once a month.
correct.
I better stop while I'm ahead. Stop while I'm ahead. Stop while I'm ahead.
She wants to stop while she's ahead. Miss Monica Paz.
Hi there. I'm Monica. I live on Bishop. Two questions. One, I love our garbage men. Did y'all hire them from the other company so we can keep them?
We would love to. I don't know that any one of them have applied. And out of respect for our incumbent hauler, we didn't seek them out, but we would love to have them. We're always hiring good drivers, and that we've heard that from everyone. They love the guys that take care of them here. We'd love to have folks like that.
So second and last question. One of the things I love about our garbage men is somebody had the brilliant idea to bring a box of dog bones. And so garbage day, has been, well, garbage 2 days, has become my dog's favorite day of the week. Because instead of barking angrily at these scary trucks that they want to drive away to protect us,
Treat.
they now bark happily waiting for their treat. And the guys just toss a treat over the fence and the dogs are gone. And it's like the highlight of my dog's weeks.
I love
Are y'all
that.
going to do that?
I love it. It's a great idea, and it's one of the best ideas I've ever heard from Waste Management. So-
Right? You turn an enemy into your best friend. Okay, so maybe get some milk
Yeah,
bones.
I love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. The mayor is passing out the welcome packet right now. Apparently, we've come up with some extra copies of it. So if you'd like that, see the mayor. She's walking around with packets. Here she is going to get more.
Hi, Rosa Nelson, live in Colorado. And my question, I'm not really sure who to address it to, but my immediate concern is the trash cans that line specifically Main Street, any of the public cans. You know, that you're walking on the sidewalk and you need to put your trash somewhere. Who's going to take care of those? Because I saw one in particular, many, but one in particular that is very nasty as of yesterday.
That might go to the city manager or the public works director.
I'll do that.
That's my guys. My guys take care of all the trash downtown, down Main Street or whatever. So if you have an issue, let me know exactly which trash can it is and I'll get it addressed.
Specifically, yeah, yesterday it was the one on, in front of the front room.
We run trash on Mondays and Fridays downtown and out
So it
of
was
all the
picked up
parks and
tonight.
everything. So it should be all picked up. If it's not, I just need to know.
So is it strictly the city's responsibility or is it the business owner who's,
It's the city's trash cans. The city's is responsible for them.
is there any way you could consider looking into that particular trash can? Because it gets a lot of use. And I noticed yesterday that the bag was not even in place. So therefore, everything had leaked. People tend to come out of the bar area and dump their drinks. And it's really, just really unsightly there.
Yep, I'll take care of it.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Rosa. Okay, who's next? Y'all aren't going to let us out of here by 5:30, I know. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Hillary Alcock, Bishop Street. I'm came in after 5 o'clock. Specifically about recycling, which numbers, 1, 2, 5, 7?
Question. We can recycle 1 through 7.
Mhm.
There's an exception there because styrofoam is a 6, I believe it is. And we're not equipped to sort the styrofoam and it takes up so much volume in your cart. You probably don't want to put it there anyway, but 1 through 7 with the exception of styrofoam.
Okay, and caps?
Caps on the bottles. If the cap's loose, it's completely recyclable, but it just kind of falls out as, if you can kind of picture your paper shredder and all that mess that it
That was
kind of
in
ends up like that. In the
Shredded paper?
Not shredded paper.
Okay, but what if shredded paper is in a paper bag?
No,
No.
just, it's very recyclable. It's a good fiber,
Yeah.
high quality fiber, but there's not a way for that to be sorted out.
Okay, and tape on boxes, like how,
Not a problem.
boxes are okay? Okay, thank you. And second can, if we need a second trash can, who do we talk to?
Second
Oh.
can request.
You could,
Thank
I could answer that. You could either call the city and we could set that up, or you could call directly. So you have both options, is my understanding.
It's ideal that it goes through the city because
Yeah.
the city bills and the city's in communication with us. So that it kind of has to coordinate that way.
And
you.
those second cans are
Yeah.
usually $10 if you're residential.
Thank you for coming.
Would y'all tell them about the app that they'll
Absolutely.
have?
Yeah, in the information packet, there's some information about the app that we have for our residents. You can download that on your phone, iPhone or Android. And it's really nice because with the recycle pickup, it's every other week. And sometimes it's hard to remember, is this my week or that my week? And you can set it up to send you notifications either by phone or a text or an email, just as a reminder. My son has it on his phone because the trash is his responsibility at my house. And it sends him a reminder the day before that, hey, tomorrow's trash and recycle, or tomorrow's trash only. And there's a place where if you've got a issue that you need to report, you can do that through the app. it's a bit of a time saver and a convenience. And on the recycling piece, there's a component to the app that allows you to say, I'm not sure if this is recyclable. And you just put that item in and it'll say, no, that needs to go in the trash, or yes, that can go in your recycle can. So adds some convenience there.
Okay, who's next? I see people in the hall. Have y'all had your questions answered? Sure.
Well, I'm just asking another question. Judy again down Colorado. All right, on the recycle, do we need to separate it, you know, in the bins itself?
You don't, everything can just go in commingled. It all gets separated at the facility where it's sorted, so.
So we have to be careful with the glass so it doesn't bust.
By the time it gets to our facility, it's broken into pieces anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They're very sophisticated.
Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, anybody else? Here we come.
There's a Luddite in the room whose name is Kelly Holt,
Okay.
who does not have a smartphone.
Okay.
Is there a phone number to call for the pickups?
It's there, our number is on the side of the cart. If you
Thank
have any questions or concerns, and the city and our team are in constant communication if there are any things
Will
that,
a person answer the phone?
absolutely. Yeah. Our call center is just over in Creedmoor. When you say you're from Smithville, they won't ask you what state that's in. They'll know exactly where you're at.
Thank you.
You bet.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We've got to have you recorded. Sorry about that. We can hear you, but the people out there in TV land can't. YouTube land.
Remember what we decided on bulbs?
Bulbs would need to go in your trash, not the recycle.
Okay, so nobody here is doing any recycling because you know the fluorescent ones have mercury in them.
If you take bulbs to Lowe's or to Home Depot, they will take them. They have recycling there for bulbs.
Okay, and possibly for batteries also.
Possibly for batteries. I don't know. I know that there used to be a battery shop in Bastrop that took batteries.
Okay, because you know, if it's too hard to do, nobody does it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
But I think we've got a significant opportunity to improve our overall recycling efforts with this. We're bringing it to your curbside now.
Hi, Lee Kilgore. I have a question about recycling cans and bottles. Do they need to be rinsed?
No,
And do you need labels peeled off first?
not at all.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, you know, there are some, I think about milk jugs or yogurt containers. We can recycle them. If there's residue in them, that's not a problem because of the way they're processed. I usually recommend for folks just in the summer when they sit out in your cart all week long, it kind of gets stinky. So for your own good, it's not a bad idea just to do a quick rinse, but it's not necessary.
Jay, I have a question. Sorry. The batteries, would the household hazardous waste pick that up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and when we're going to be pushing out information on all the details on the household hazardous do's and don'ts, just like we have on the trash and recycle.
And just for clarification, that's not going to be up and running for at least probably April or
Permit has to go through TCEQ, and that's a 6-week process. So we'll start that in April.
April?
Yeah.
I knew we couldn't get through a meeting without the Queen of the Hill. And by the way, happy birthday to you, Miss Jean.
Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, though. Did anybody talk about electronics, computers and stuff? Okay, what do we do about those? Nothing to do with bulk or anything?
E-waste is kind of a whole other category of waste. Just the same way we're a residential and commercial solid waste company, and we outsource the household hazardous. E-waste is kind of another additional source. I will say at our facility, we're working on equipping our facilities to sort e-waste. That's going to be another 3 to 5 years into the future, but we'll stay in touch when that's available.
So I think we can go to Best Buy and things like that and drop stuff off there. Okay, this is a little different than what's going on here, but you're all the right people to ask this question.
And we're going to keep it on subject here.
It's on subject. But it's about the base rate being $35 for us and then adding $10 more on it for leaf and limb. I was shocked. I thought since Luling is $20 a month and Giddings is $24 a month, and their bins are $10 and $12 respectively for the second bin, that meant that the second bin was half the price of their base rate. And they get recycling, they get bulk, and they get stuff like that too. Their contracts obviously are older than ours. Ours is new. But I was shocked to say that now we're going to be paying 45 when Luling and those guys are paying 25. So are we adding more on it than the base rate?
There, now, in terms of the specifics of the cost of their contract, we can't release that at this point. The good news is overall is that we have added recycling curbside to you. And we have reduced the cost, total cost, base cost, and plus the $10 leaf and limb from $48.50 down to $45.
Correct, but Luling and Giddings get that too.
We're not losing. We have different contracts. We have different circumstances.
Well, I was just thinking that you're adding $10 or $15, not, or $20 or $25 instead of,
I promise you we're not.
okay, I needed to see your face.
I know you'll call me individually about that, but I promise you we're not doing that.
I will trip you when I see.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Courtney, can you lean down? Yeah,
On? I'm a loudmouth.
there it is. No, you're there now.
My wife and I recently moved here this past summer. We previously lived in Houston. And
It's me. Hang on 5 seconds.
We have distractions in the audience. She's passing out copies.
I'm a retired professor. I can speak loudly in a room like this.
Well, you're gonna have to talk over the mayor, so.
I wanted a clarification on plastic recycling. Okay, where we had recycling, curbside recycling in Houston. There was an exclusion on number 5. Plastic, which was a huge annoyance. I mean, your yogurt containers.
Right.
And sometimes the lid will be a 5 and the bottom will be a 1 or something like that. But you take it all, it sounds like.
We do.
Which is fantastic.
And it all goes back to the sorting facility. We have a more robust list of materials that we can sort than the MRF that's in Houston is capable of. So at the end of the day, yeah.
And then my only comment on the contract, which as a newcomer sounds quite attractive to me, is I would really like recycling once a week rather than once every 2 weeks, but I guess that would cost more. So thank you very much.
One step at a time. We've brought it curbside. It's every other week at this point. We will continue to evaluate as new contracts come up. She's back.
I'm back, just like Kelly. And now I'm going to follow up on Jeannie's questions and Jenny's question. I know you can't speak to the specifics of the contract, but are you making garbage pickup a revenue center for the city? Is there a profit?
There are certain city services that are accounted for in that. As we go into the budget process, which we're going to start in March this year, by the way, a lot of that will be taken into account. And I apologize for not being able to release the contract specifics to you. I think at some point that becomes public information, but at this point it's not.
When will it become public information?
I'm going to have to defer to the city manager.
Once the contract is officially signed, it actually is publicly, it is available through a request, public information request. So yes.
Okay, so until then, you can't tell if it's a profit center for you.
If you were to phrase it as a profit center, I hate using that word. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
I mean, any money,
there's
there's profit to the city, y'all spend.
Yeah, there are opportunities that there are other city services that can be paid for in terms of any additional charge that's made there. It's something that we can reveal as we move forward because we're going to evaluate that as we go through the next budget process. I appreciate the question. I've been there at the microphone asking the same types of questions before, so I know where you're coming from.
Okay. And I'm just following up to Jenny, so it was really her brainchild. But so as far as leaf and limb goes, we've been spoiled, obviously, and we've been able to pile our leaf and limb stuff up in the alley, and the city comes along and has taken care of it, and we didn't have to cut everything down to 4 inches and 4 feet and tie it up and
Everybody else does.
can we stay spoiled? I mean, can we not pay them and keep having the city do it?
The city's,
That's the kind of,
city's still doing leaf and limb. We're not changing that. We're still picking up leaf and limb.
You're
on
just
a
trying
daily
to
basis.
give us some discipline.
They're just
here.
telling you that that's an extra option. If you want to use leaf and limb with them too, you have that option.
Okay.
But as here, the city is still doing exactly what we're doing. Nothing's changing. Stack it in the alley. My guys will come by, chip it up or suck up the leaves and dispose of it at the landfill.
Okay, one thing that most impressed me about Smithville is when a huge branch in a neighbor's yard fell down and it was protruding into the street. And y'all were Johnny on the spot, chopping it up, taking it away, and that won't change.
That does not change.
nothing changes.
Fabulous.
No changes to leaf and limb or recycling. The option to have the recycling bundled, I'm sorry, the leaf and limb picked up, bundled and picked up was in the prior contract too. But as you said, we're kind of spoiled because the city does, on top of that, offer the additional service.
Hi, Janice Lucas. I live on Garwood now. I used to live on Hudgens and it was great. I never had a problem with anything. But now that I've moved onto Garwood Street, I had a tree cut down and it sat there and it sat there and it sat there and it sat there and nobody ever picked it up in the alley. So do I have to they told me I had to make a request to have that picked up. Do I have to do a work order? They had
Yeah,
to,
that's a leaf and limb. That's city. I'm sorry. Yeah, Edward, you do it. Yeah.
So yes, our leaf and limb system, the way we work it here, it's designed for y'all to rake up your leaves at your yards, trim your trees, and do this and that. It's not made to take a whole big massive tree down or whatever. That's a whole different service. That's why we don't charge as much or whatever. If you do take a massive tree down and it gets taken down, there is a cost to have it hauled off. And the guys will come out. You'll put a work order in, they come out and I see every work order and my guy David will go through there and say, hey, this is a cut down tree, needs to be paid for, and he'll put it in the work order. It comes back to the ladies at City Hall and they should be contacted y'all to get payment done. Once payment's done, my guys come and pick it up
okay,
and haul it.
they did pick it up
Okay.
after I did the work order.
Okay.
How much do you usually charge for that?
It's usually $125 per load for the truck, which is a big truck. It's a big flatbed truck. It'll take a whole tree.
Well,
So
I didn't
usually-
have that many limbs.
Well, like I
not
said, again,
dollars, but
the leaf and limb
scale.
The leaf and limb system is designed for you to trim your trees, pick up falling limbs, keep your yards nice and clean, rake your leaves. It's not made to tear down a whole massive tree and expect the city to come pick it up.
Right.
Same with the contractor. If you have a contractor that comes and takes your tree down, it's their job to get rid of the tree,
Right.
not the
I
city.
understand that. I understand that. And they cut the tree down that was in the alley and it was not, it was a tree, but it wasn't like a huge tree. They took the rest of it with them.
Yeah. They should be coming by weekly on the route. If it doesn't, you need to put a work order in. If it's not getting handled, I need to know about it so I can take care of it. Cause we're all human. The guys swing by and everything. They're really good. They're the ones that have to take care of a lot of the whole city to take care of.
When I lived on Hudgens, I never had a problem. I put my stuff out there, they pick it up. I never had a problem. But I just moved to Garwood Street, so
Okay.
the alley is smaller,
Okay.
so.
But let me know. Like I said, I'll take care of it.
Thank you for bringing that up. Now let's try and stay on subject with it. That was an individual situation that we can deal with offline. Yes, ma'am.
I'm Andrea Baker. I'm on Northeast First Street in the Gasly Apartments. The recycling does not pertain to me because I'll still have to be using the one that's here in town. This year was a common misunderstanding at the beginning of the year. I went down to renew to pay my $50. I said, no, it's free. Here's your 2026 sticker. That's on my blue thing. So my question is, do I still pay in April the $50?
Mr. Jenkins, that's in his bailiwick, so.
So so it's not free for me. Because this is my third year with them. I
Yes.
started in 24, then 25. This is 20, it would have been my third time paying.
Yes, you should, they shouldn't have given you a sticker, but I guess they were giving them out. We finally got
It
them.
was somebody misunderstood at the beginning of the year.
You will have to pay your $50.
Okay, no problem. Because I still have to use them because
Yes, ma'am.
where I live at doesn't pertain to recycle. And because we have small town charm, only been here 7 years. And I'm very grateful that people do what they do to keep their little homes and everything that they're doing now. And the recycling is here for us to start to use. Thank you.
Well, welcome to town. Well, we have one more.
Pat Hornsby, 9th Street. I have a really simple question, yes or no? Can I put my grass clippings and my little pecan twigs in my dumpster?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anybody else? Once? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Wait till you get to the microphone.
I have 2 extra bins that are not owned by the company. They're just private garbage cans. If something's put into them, will they pick them up?
No, ma'am. It needs to be, because of the way the tippers, the hydraulic tippers on the cart works, it needs to be one of our carts. It won't interface. It needs to be in.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, anybody else? We're going to make it out by 5:45. So thank you all for coming. I hope you appreciate this format. If you'd like to see more of these town halls, let me know, like right now. Would you like to see more of these? Because this was a great turnout. I mean, this is on par with our council meetings. So thank you all, and we'll work with our colleagues to try and do more of these.